Hi guys, Storm Mushrooms here, and I'm with my... Oh.
God's sake, Morgan, you one job! I did a craner!
Alright. Oh yeah, we keep interrupting somebody's intros.
And I'm with my friends, Squeaks and Mo, and we are back with some more CreepyPasta.
We're back in black! I hit the sack!
And today
I'm ready.
are reading
I'm ready.
Squidward's
I'm so ready.
Suicide.
I skimmed through this and it didn't seem that scary, but maybe I'm just stupid.
Nah.
No, it's not that scary because it's very difficult. Like, I know this from writing exercises. It's very difficult to convey a horror story through words. It's like because you have to create all like sort of suspense and stuff, and when you have to describe visual stuff like this, when it's like talking about a lost episode or whatever, then it's very difficult.
Then it's a
get
lot
the idea
harder.
across.
Jesus. Okay, I got my orange icy. I am ready for anything.
Who's
corn.
starting first?
No, it's like an orange juice. I can't sip it out of a straw though, because I got all my wisdom teeth pulled, and I don't want dry socket because dry socket sucks. All my
I have
ice
no
melted.
idea what that is, but okay, let's go.
It was
Fine, I'll go
usually
first.
for-
I just want to start off by saying if you want an answer at the end, prepare to be disappointed. There just isn't one. That sounds like my test paper.
Oh, that's wonderful. Alright, so we're each...
I was a real smart ass with my test paper and I actually got away with it because I made the teacher laugh. Because at this point, I'd done like fucking 2 exams. Like, I can't be arsed with this stuff. Just shut up.
Alright, so we're each reading a paragraph.
Yes.
Paragraph each. Let's do this. Who wants to start?
Paragraph.
I was an intern at Nickelodeon Studios
Nick! Sorry.
for a year in 2005 for my degree in animation. It wasn't paid, of course. Most internships aren't. I don't think any are, but okay. But it did have some perks behind education. To adults, it might not seem like a big one, but most kids at the time would go crazy over it.
Yay.
Crazy. Right, no.
Go, Mo.
Now, since I worked
Go
directly
Mo!
with...
Sorry. It rhymed.
Now, since I worked directly with editors and animators...
Oh.
What's that noise?
Don't freaking
Oh, that's a
know.
siren. Siren! Somebody go die later!
What?
Oh my god!
That's horrible! You don't have to die at all, surely!
I got to view the new episode days before they aired. I'll get right to it without giving too many unnecessary details. They had very recently made the SpongeBob movie, and the entire staff was somewhat sapped of creativity, so it took them longer to start up the season. There are seasons in SpongeBob? What?
Yes.
There's like bajillion of them. It's like one of the only shows aired in the 90s that's still running.
Yeah.
What?
I think Rugrats was another one, stuff like
I
that.
love that. I love that.
That show was so cute. Okay.
I love the movies and the shows. Okay.
But the delay lasted longer for more upsetting reasons. There was a problem with the series 4 premiere that set everyone and everything back several months. Didn't the voice actor of SpongeBob die or something?
Yeah.
It was a
I
rumor
think-
that went around, like back when I was in year 7 or year 8, but no.
Oh, I saw it. Okay.
I thought he was dead!
Well,
I
I mean,
think he's
there's
still
new
alive.
episodes still coming out.
Well, no, he can't be dead
Today,
because
so-
they recently brought out that new
Yeah.
movie, didn't they?
Yeah.
They found a new one.
Yeah, it was Sponge Out of Water. I thought it looked funny, but I didn't go to watch it in the end because the animation style was so much more different. They went for like CGI and stuff like that.
Oh god, run.
Okay, me and 2 other interns were in the editing room along with the lead animators and sound editors for the final cut. I need to stop talking like shrapnel. We received the copy that was supposed to be Fear of a Krabby Patty. Oh my god, I swear I watched that one. And gathered around the screen to watch. Now, given that it isn't final yet, animators often put up a mock title card, sort of an inside joke for us, with phony, oftentimes lewd titles such as How Sex Doesn't Work instead of Rockabye Bowel Valve. when SpongeBob and Patrick adopt a Sea Scout, I think they're hitting at the fact that those guys shipped. Nothing particularly funny, but work-related chuckles and ships. So when we saw the title card, Squidward's Suicide, we didn't think it more than a morbid joke. You were a tiny bit suspicious at that point.
Oh.
One of the interns did a small throat. What's a throat laugh?
Okay.
Sorry, what's a throat laugh? Is it? Alright, Summer, go. I'm sorry. Go, Summer, go. Go, Summer, go.
The happy-go-lucky music plays as is normal. The story began with Squidward practicing his clarinet, hitting a few sour notes like normal. I was gonna say usual, but okay. We hear SpongeBob laughing outside, and Squidward stops, yelling at him to keep it down, as he has a concert that night and needs to practice. SpongeBob says okay and goes to see Sandy with Patrick. The bubble splash screen comes up and we see the ending of Squidward's concert. This is when things began to seem off.
I've missed this whole bit earlier. What the hell?
What?
While playing
my thing skipped it earlier and went straight to I missed that whole paragraph. I haven't actually seen this bit.
While playing a few frame rates repeat themselves. I'm not good with tongue twisters, but the sound doesn't at this point sound in sync. At this point, sound synced up with the animation. So yes, that's not common. But when he stops playing, the sound finishes as if the skip never happened. There is slight murmuring in the crowd before they began to boo him. Not normal cartoon booing that is common. Not normal cartoon booing that is common in this show, but you could very clearly hear malice in it. Squidward's in full frame that looks very visibly afraid. The shot goes to the crowd, with SpongeBob in the center is in the frame. He too is booing, which is very much unlike him. Yeah, what the fudge? SpongeBob doesn't boo people. He's just like, yeah, you did fudging amazing! Or something.
He's adorable.
That isn't the oddest thing, though. What is very odd is that everyone has hyper-realistic eyes.
Holy shit!
Hyper-realistic
cupcake!
Get out!
I was waiting so long to do that reference. No idea.
Oh my god, very detailed.
Now
clearly not
shots. Is like less realistic. Okay.
Clearly not shots of real people's eyes, but something a bit were more real than CGI. The pupils were red. Some of us looked at each other very obviously confused. But since we weren't the writers, we didn't question its appeal to children yet.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
It was like children that freeze their parrots in freezers. And yeah, I got that from why would you put that on the internet?
Oh my god!
I think this is mine.
Alright. The shot. Sorry. The shot goes to Squidward sitting on the edge of his bed, looking very forlorn. Yay! I said a word.
Yay! We're proud of you. We're like SpongeBob. Yay!
The view out of his porthole window is of a night sky, so it isn't very long after the concert. The unsettling part is at this point there is no sound. Literally no sound. Not even the feedback from the speakers in the room. It's as if the speakers were turned off, though their status showed them working perfectly. He just sat there blinking in his silence for about 30 seconds. Then he started to sob softly.
Aww.
He put his hands, I can't say it, over his eyes and quiet.
No!
Why are you laughing at the word tentacles? This is such morbid moment, and you're just laughing at the word tentacles.
Over his eyes and cried quietly for a full minute more. All the while, a sound in the background very slowly growing from nothing to barely audible. It sounded like a... It sounded like a slight breeze through a forest.
That's very specific. The screen slowly begins to zoom in on his face. By slow, I mean it's only noticeable if you look at shots 10 seconds apart, side by side. I should understand this. This is animated language, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. Oh no, I get it. Like when I animate leather, I have to like look backwards at how they change. His sobbing gets louder, more full of hurt and anger, and then he... I don't know. The screen then twitches a bit as if it twists in on itself, but I don't think that's possible. For a split second, then back to normal. The wind through the trees sound. I love how they put like dashes between that. Gets slowly louder and more severe, as if a storm is brewing somewhere. The eerie part is this sound and Squidward's sobbing sounded real, as if that. Why does it always sound like hyperrealistic real or something like that? As if the sound wasn't coming from the speakers, but as if the speakers were holes the sound was coming through from the other side. As good as sound as the studio likes to have, they don't purchase the equipment to be that good to produce sound of that quality.
That's terrifying.
God damn it. Sort the budget's out, guys.
Gosh,
Disappointment.
Below the sound of the wind and sobbing, very faint, something sounded like laughing. It came at odd intervals and never lasted more than a second. So you had a hard time pinning it. We watched this show twice, so pardon me if things sound too specific, but I've had time to think about them.
Too much time. Get another job.
Too much. Run far away.
Run!
After 30 seconds. After 30 seconds of this, the screen blurred and twitched violently, and something flashed over the screen, as if a single frame was replaced. That's creepy. Like when that kind of stuff happens in like
That's
YouTube
like
or something, I lose it.
Oh, Summer, it's your favorite bit.
Yay!
It suddenly became It's the Eyes, but not a dead child.
What?
What?
It's like It's the Eyes meets Insanity.
Oh god!
Oh,
It's
Summer,
like
I'm
something
scared.
that
Please read
Insanity
it.
Derp would do, but something that mine wouldn't do.
Is it
But
my
would probably,
turn to
like-
read? Okay.
Do you want one of us to read it,
It's
Summer?
okay.
voice.
It's okay, Fran. Fran, it's okay. The lead animation editor paused and rewound the frame by frame. What he saw was horrible. It was it was a still photo of a dead child. He couldn't. Oh, he couldn't have been more than 6. The face was mangled and bloodied. I said that right.
What the fuck does this have to do with Squidward? I don't.
One eye
Maybe it's best
dangling
that we
over
don't
his
know.
upturned face popped.
Why would you pop the eye? What was wrong with the eye? It's a perfectly good eye!
He was naked down to his underwear, his stomach crudely cut open and his entrails laying beside him.
This is turning into an
Jack the
episode
Ripper
of-
has returned.
This is turning into an episode of Corpse Party. Jesus Christ.
He was laying on
More
some
like murder
pavement
mystery.
that was probably a road.
How did he know it was a road?
Jesus.
Was it him that did it?
Dun dun dun!
Oh, there's another hyper-realistic. Yay. There was no cry. Oh, fuck. The most upsetting part was that there was a shadow of the photographer. Oh my god. Oh god, I can't take it. There was a shadow. There was no film tape, no evidence tags or markers, and the angle was completely off for a shot designed to be evidence. God damn it, Cameron, get your act together. What did we pay you for? It would seem the photographer was the person responsible for the child's death. Yes. Are you sure the murder didn't just pay him to do that? Like,
Yeah.
Nah.
I sound like Leather
Too much
meet Rob
work.
Dyke right now. It's kind of terrifying. We were, of course, mortified, but pressed on, hoping it was just a sick joke. Oh, why would you press on at this point? Considering you've just seen Squidward crying his eyes out, and a dead child, and you hope it's a joke? You brought this on yourselves, quite frankly.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
The screen flipped back to Squidward, still sobbing, louder than before. I still want to know what the kid had to do with the freaking show. What does he have to do with anything? And half body in the frame. There was now what appeared to be blood running down his face from his eyes. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Of course, blood eyes. This wouldn't be a creepypasta without blood running from the eyes, especially in a hyper-realistic style.
Yes. Oh God, headphones. The blood was almost done in a hyper-realistic style. Looking as if you touched it, you'd get blood on your fingers. No thanks.
Hyper-realistic cupcake.
Cupcakes! The wind sounded
Sorry.
now as if it were that of a gale blowing through the forest. What? There
We
were
went
even
from, like, storm in the forest to gale blowing through forest. They like
even
forests.
snapping sounds of branches. The laughing, a deep baritone. So,
Markiplier's laugh.
so my sister. Lasting at long intervals and coming more frequently. After about 20 seconds, the screen again twisted and showed a single frame photo. I don't even want to know what this next photo is gonna be.
If this feeling flows both ways.
Yeah, the editor is me right now. The editor was reluctant to go back. No
Oh, dear.
kidding.
A problem occurred with this webpage. Why'd you do this? Like, when you guys are reading, it's done this about 5 times since the beginning of this recording, and it did like 5 times beforehand. The creepypasta does not like my phone. Or maybe the phone just doesn't like the creepypasta. Now it's taking me back to the beginning. Oh my god! Okay, bear with.
The
Loads.
editor was reluctant to go back. We all were. But he knew he had to. This time, the photo was that of what appeared to be a little girl, no older than the first child.
Why are they killing children? This is unnecessary. This is a SpongeBob episode!
She was lying on her stomach. Her barrettes
I have no idea what that is, and I don't
and
really
a
want to know.
pool of blood next to her.
Let's
Her
pretend it's
left-
high heels or something.
Oh.
It's barrettes are like little hair things to keep.
Oh. Her left eye was
Oh,
too
no, I don't know
popped
what that
out
is,
and popped.
Very
popped. So much pop.
What do you mean,
Much
like
pop,
an eye is
such
popped?
eye.
Like the eye just exploded?
Oh,
It
That's
exploded.
naked except
Inputted code.
oh, naked except for underpants. Her entrails were piled
Yeah,
on
thanks.
top of her, above another crude cut along her back. Again, the body was on the street, and the photographer's shadow was visible, very similar in size and shape to the first. I had to choke back vomit, and one intern, the only female in the room, ran out. The show resumed.
The show must go on!
Feminism!
I don't understand why all these cuts are crude. What classifies as a crude cut? Like, is it just someone with a knife going "Bleh," down their back, just hoping it like looks like something?
You
Maybe
know,
it's like
my prediction is that Squidward rapes children.
Oh,
That's what I'm getting out of this, and it scares me.
okay. Oh, Summer,
yes.
It's your
taut leather strap.
What?
Taut leather
top
strap.
leather strap.
Ah!
Hyper realistic cupcake.
Ah!
Squeaker, it is your turn, dear
About
child.
5 seconds. I was counting. After the second photo played, Squidward went silent. He was ashamed of the children. This isn't PG, people. This is like a Nickelodeon program. And I know that Gravity Falls was like on. No, it wasn't Nickelodeon, was it? It was like Cartoon Network.
No, Gravity Falls was on Disney.
Yeah.
Disney. Yeah, that's like another thing altogether. I mean, freaking Bill Cipher. Come on. As did all sound like it was when this scene started. Ah, foreshadowing. He put his tentacles down. Tentacles. And his eyes were now done in hyperrealism. Hyperrealistic, like the others were in the beginning of this episode. They were bleeding, bloodshot, and pulsating. That sounds like me
Okay.
describing Leather.exe eyes. He just stared at the
Jesus.
screen as if watching the viewer. I'm watching you.
Oh.
After about 10 seconds, he started sobbing again. Squid, you've got a problem. You should go and have a nice, relaxing bath. Maybe have some chocolates. You know, you'll be alright. It doesn't matter if people don't like your music. We like your music. And SpongeBob's
Just move.
obviously just having a bad day. Maybe Sandy, like, turned him down earlier, I don't know.
Oh.
The sound was piercing and loud, and most fear-inducing of all this is sobbing was mixed with screams. Ah, yes, screams, how original. Just what we need. Jesus Christ.
You can read the next one too, friend. It's really
Okay.
short.
Tears and blood were dripping down his face at a heavy rate. That's a serious health problem. You should probably get that checked out. I don't think that much blood is going to come out of your eyes. I
No,
don't think any blood's going to come out of your eyes.
it shouldn't. If blood comes out of your eyes, go see a doctor.
Please.
The wind sound came back because somebody ate too many baked beans, apparently. And so did the deep-voiced laughing. Markiplier, you just can't stop yourself, can you?
Is the deep voice laughing like the narrator? I don't know. I haven't watched SpongeBob in years, but I'm pretty sure it's the narrator.
No,
Yeah, it's
we
that
should
guy.
have done that. We should, this is like a minute later. 1 minute later. And this time, the still photo lasted for a good 5 frames. How are they counting these frames? Like when you play an animation, like Gravity Falls, for example, the frames are like so flawlessly strung together, you don't even see them changing. Because this guy's sitting there like 1, 2, 3, 4. he's dedicated for an intern.
The animator was able to stop it on the 4th. Oh god. Ooh, excuse me.
Boring
This-
you, Owie.
No, I like I said, I didn't sleep well last night, so oh my gosh, tents are very uncomfortable.
We should. Oh my god, yes, we should read Jeff the Killer. That will help you sleep.
Let's do it. This time the photo was of a boy, about the same age, but the scene was different. The entrails were just being pulled out from a stomach wound by a large hand.
This is definitely
right-
insanity.
Oh my Jesus. The right eye popped and dangling, blood trickling down. The animator
This is
proceeded.
material for summer. We shouldn't be reading this. Next Insanity chapter is just gonna be derp. Like we're gonna
was
regret
hard.
this.
It was hard to believe, but the next one was different, but we couldn't tell what. He went on to the next, same thing. He went back to the first and played them quicker, and I lost it. I vomited on the floor. Yeah, I'm close to vomiting just reading this. So, the animating and the sound editors gasping at the screen. The 5 frames were not.
Is My Little Pony porn, and I know that from listening to Leather reviewing Sweet Apple Massacre because he had several mental breakdowns during that video.
Oh, honey. Not as if. The 5 frames were not as if they were 5 different photos. They were played out as they were frames from a video. We saw the hand slowly lift the guts. We saw the kid's eyes focus on it. We even saw 2 frames of the kid beginning to blink. Oh
CGI.
my god! That's horrible!
Just think of it as like CGI, and it's so much better. Well, it's not better. It's tolerable.
No! It's
Okay.
not!
Oh, I want to read this bit because I have a joke for it. Alright,
ahead,
so
go ahead,
can
Ryan.
you read up to the shot quickly panned? Because I have jokes for that after that.
Oh no, it's okay, friend. You can read it.
Oh, what? Because you're like rocking in the corner. Are you noting stuff down?
I am.
We just hear the
not
scribbling of a
taking
biro
notes.
frantically in the background.
Go,
Read
Squeaker.
down. Editor told us to stop. It's time to stop. We had to call in the creator to see this. Mr. SpongeBob at Hillenberg. A problem occurred. Are you kidding me? I was reading. It doesn't like me. It doesn't like me.
I'll continue for you, friend. Mr. Hillenberg arrived within 15 minutes. Nope, for that 15
Okay,
seconds.
I got it. 15 minutes
He was
later.
there in a snap. Snap.
He was.
There.
Oh,
Sorry.
he was confused. He was confuzzled as to why he was called down there. So the editor just continued the episode and told him to watch, and all would become clear. Once the few frames were shown, all screaming and all sounds again stopped. Squidward was just staring at the viewer, full frame up the face for about 3 seconds. Why are these people counting this? The shot quickly panned out, and that he said, "Just do it!" And we see in Squidward's hand a shotgun. I'm so sorry. Well, it's freaking called Squidward suicide, isn't it? You think you would have figured it out by now?
I know, but I didn't
Immediately
realize
puts
it was
the
gonna be
gun
a
in his mouth
shotgun.
and He immediately puts the gun on his face and just rubs it over his face. No, he puts the gun in his mouth and pulls the trigger, and it's Russian roulette. Nothing happens. Just kidding. Realistic blood, of course, and brain matter, of course, splatters the wall behind him. no sound effects, and his bed, and he flies back with the Force.
Oh my
Force is
god!
with you.
Yes, the
May the Force
Force.
be with you, Squidward. The last 5 seconds of this episode show his body on the bed, drumming like one of your French girls spotted ball. On his side, one eye dangling on what's left of his head. That's nice. On the is it bad I'm just thinking of Moriarty at this point?
No, because I did too.
Staring blankly at it. I am disappointed. Then the episode ends. There you go, Summer, you can finish it off. Summer. Stop noting stuff down and read.
Mr. I can't say his name. What is it?
Burger.
Hillenberg?
I'm gonna call it Burger. Mr. Burger is obviously angry at this. He demanded to know what the heck was going on.
Why do you think we called you down here, big guy?
Most people left the room at this point, so it was just a handful of us to watch it again. Why would you watch it again?
Because they're masochists.
Viewing the episode twice only
Why?
served to imprint
But
the
why?
entirety of
Imprint
it
the entirety of it on my mind.
and
What is
caused
wrong
me
with you?
horrible nightmares. I'm sorry I stayed. Why did
You should
stay?
be. You did that to
You're a
yourself.
bad person.
Since Squeaks read 2, I'm going to read the next one.
Go, friend.
Oh, okay.
The only theory we could think of was the file was edited by someone in the chain from the drawing studio to here. The CTO was called in to analyze what happened. The analysis.
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 Input! The analysis! Fixed it! Every time I can't say so, I just yell input and it fixes it.
The analysis of the file did not show it was edited over by new material. However, the timestamp of it was a mere 24 seconds before we began viewing it.
That's holy crap.
All
Realistic
equal-
time span.
Yeah. All equipment involved was examined for foreign software and hardware, as well as glitches. Yes, because a glitch totally made
Who's the
that.
British? I'm sorry.
As if the timestamp may have glitched and showed the wrong time. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. But everything checked out fine. We don't know what happened, and to this day, nobody does.
There was an investigation due to the nature of the photos, but nothing came of it. No child was seen, no child was identified, and no clues were gathered from the data involved, nor physical clues in the photos. I never believed in unexplainable phenomena before.
Phenomena.
Phenomena. But now that I have something, probably should say had there, now that I have had something
maybe.
happen, and can't prove anything about it beyond anecdotal and evidence, I think twice about things. There's a video?
Yes, that's the one that I watched.
I didn't watch the video. I don't plan on watching the video.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah.
I swear that was like
no.
a song or like a phrase. Think twice before you something.
I don't know.
Probably like think twice before you jack off, something like that.
This was like Five Nights at Freddy's shit.
I think it was
No,
worse
that's
than that,
just
friend.
pornos nowadays.
But, I mean, 4 children died, technically. Ow! Oh, I
and
bit
our
my tongue.
sanity. Oh wait, no. Some of my sanity's gone already. Oh yeah, and yours as well. Okay, never mind. Invalid statement.
Oh my god, is it cold in here? I need a blanket.
David still can't say input. He's starting to lose it.
David's just a sad little cupcake.
Aw. So guys, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to share it with your friends and family. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Like for Squeaks and Mo. Go check out their Squeaks' channel. Link will be in the description. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Share with your friends, not your family. Your family would probably like take you off the internet if you.
You will
like,
be
found
sent
this
to a
thing.
mental hospital.
There's a reason I record when I'm home alone. Dun dun dun.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.